I have 4 sons and a lovely wife, and I don't want them to eat shitty food. I don't want to feed other people shitty food. Part of it is that I just don't want to participate in that game. I don't want to sit back helplessly and say, oh well, I'm just going to get screwed every single day and get sick from it. I want to set an example of what can be done by putting out the effort to do it. My name's Ron Silver, and we're at Bubby's in Tribeca. The American table basically has really taken a beating over the last 50 years with this sort of advent of huge farming without any risk. So it sort of created very few gigantic companies to produce massive amounts of food in whatever way they wanted to, and the sort of despecializing of American food, whereas before that, American food was really about families and regions and ethnic groups that brought their own flavors to whatever regions, whatever was available in the abundance of America. So my goal is to really defend that table and get people to sit at it, because to me, so many things come out of the table, like healthy families, people who talk to each other, and people who are interested in what they're eating and what their day was like and what they're going to do tomorrow. So for me, putting the love back in the table is really everything. And although I have a restaurant, what I really hope for is for people to take enough interest to eat at home. Because I have spent a lot of time in the South, I don't like the term comfort food because this has a sort of, in my mind, a negative tone. Comfort food sounds like you just got dumped by your girlfriend and you have to go home and hide in a corner and eat some macaroni and cheese. Comfort food reminds me of like some just pathetic, I don't know what the fuck it is. To me, this thing about Southern food is very interesting. The South has put a lot of stuff on the American table. A lot of the stuff that we think of as Southern food is actually West African food. They brought okra with them, watermelon, black-eyed peas. The way that we cook greens is the way that they cook greens in Western Africa. So I guess I don't really think of it as Southern food, as much as just things that I want to cook that are American. Bubby serves simple food. It's American food, and anything that's American, I'll make. As a chef, I feel like it's just an unspoken duty to use good ingredients. So I've really tried to attack the commodities: bacon, eggs, milk, cheese, butter. It's been my goal to sort of one at a time do every single thing that I can. We get all of our meat from really good sources, and probably out of one hog, little pieces of it go onto about 650 plates. But I even get salt from people that I know who hand harvested it in Portugal. These guys just hand rake up these big mounds and it dries in the sun, and it's amazing salt. So whatever people tend to take for granted, things like salt and milk, and I don't want to take any of that for granted. I really have to think far out ahead for everything. If I run into a roadblock, I am willing to do something. Like I couldn't not have salt. If I botched it and didn't order the salt in time, or it was sitting in dry dock for however long, I would have to go with a commercial salt. But it's gonna fuck up my pickles because I do like naturally fermented stuff, and the sea salt, I don't feel too goody two-shoesy about it. I feel like I want to do my best.